I am about to try, or at least attempt, I'll put the warts and all in, all the mistakes in as well. Trying to play one of my favourite guitar solos, and it's by Brian Setzer. It's in C minor, it's influenced by the blues scale, and there's crossovers with the major scale, and it's really quite difficult. There's plenty of chords in there, lots for you to get your teeth into, and so this is the first solo in an ad hoc series I'm going to try to do. Yes, I know, don't do this because I've started so many series and not completed them, but it doesn't matter. This is for fun. So this solo is the solo to Stray Cat Strut. There are two sections in the song, and the guitar work is just great. Now I'm on a big old acoustic. The strings are thicker than Setzer would use on a hot rod Gretsch. I think it was a hot rod anyway, but that doesn't matter. I haven't got a whammy bar, so I'll do my best on the tremolo, on the vibrato, but that doesn't matter either. It's just one I've wanted to do, and you'll see how it links to the blues scale. So if I just go through the blues scale in C minor, that bit is the part that is really steeped in the blues. This bit, this is sort of C minor pentatonic, C minor scale. Now that is steeped in a sort of bluesy feel to it. So I'm not quite sure. All these experts know all the Dorian, Phrygian, all that sort of malarkey. Me, I just wanted to play it. So the chord sequence is C minor, and then they're all sevenths. B flat 7, A flat 7, or G sharp 7, G7. Sometimes, if you're feeling fancy, go down with the 6th. Finish on the 7th. The second chord sequence is F minor. Then what's that? So C is a D, E flat, C sharp, sorry, D sharp major, C sharp major, and then finish on C7th. I've never yet had that right. I never remember it. I'll probably end up playing it like this, but that doesn't matter. So those are the sequences. So those are the sort of strumming styles he uses. So there's dabs, downstrokes, and then dump chickada, and all variety of in between. I'm not too bothered about all the strumming pattern malarkey. I'm not trying to copy Brian Setzer, I'm trying to do the solo. So now you can see here straight away. Well, actually, I'll do the intro to the song. Now that's a diminished riding across the blues scale. I've no idea what's going on here, but that's right. So there, let's try and do it at tempo. I'll make a load of mistakes, I'm sure, but it doesn't matter. Slide up to the, what's that, 10, 8. Slide up to the 10th fret. So that's a blues riff, isn't it? Then we're doing some sort of diminished thing going on. It's like an F chord. If you look at an F chord down here, if you shove all that up one, you're into a diminished territory. So instead of doing a C, shove it all up one, you've got some sort of diminished chord. I call them demented, but anyway. Okay, so we've got all the way through. Then down. And there's a so next octaves. That's easy enough, isn't it? Okay. Then we're coming up to the first guitar solo. Now I know there's loads of little bits of chords in between, but I'm not right bothered about those. I'll go through those maybe sometime, never, but not bothered. There were way many more experts than there are loads of experts, because that's not what I am. I'm just an enthusiast. There are way better guitar players who can explain all the ins and outs. So don't, I'll fry an egg. I don't care how the denaturing of the protein works to make it solid. So I'll just drop the camera a little bit. We'll look at the solo. So here we go. That's the first bit, and it's not a bend. It's a vibrato. And that's a classic blues riff, isn't it? And then it's drops down into the that's the second whatever box it is of the blues scale. So we're in the first position 1, then we're into position whatever, I don't care. So it's then we're down here to the C minor scale, sliding up to it. We've got 2 hammer-ons. Pull off. That's 7th fret, 6th. So it's I'll change the angle now. Oh, hang on a minute. Here we go. So it's I'm watching the camera, so you'll have to pardon me if I make errors. I'm not bothered. Jump. That's quite awkward, so it's one of those where you go a million times to get it in your fingers. Now at this point we're down here to the C minor chord. So it's only a partial. That's the chord. It's a minor. Well, it's actually A minor for that. Anyway, well, I'm not doing that. So it's... Then we've got a G minor. F minor. Then a G7, or you could do it as a full inversion. I mean, you could, which is actually easier, or as partials. Now this minor shape, by the way, if you take a C7 shape and drop it down 1, remember we did the F and went up 1 to get a diminished chord. Well, we've got a C7 and drop it down 1, the whole thing. So if I go back up where I was, C minor, your C7 shape, drop down vertically, F minor, then a 7, G7. Or you could do it From there, slide these 3 fingers back. So whichever you decide to do, I don't care. And now from here, we're going to end up with a 2 fret spread, so we're going to go from here to here to here. So we're going diagonally, we're going diagonally from here. We're starting here, going to here, and then we're going to here. So we're going dun, diddle, dun. You can see that. So starting there, then the next one starts there, next one starts there. So we go. Come on to that in a minute. Right, so we've got, and it's a slide starting with 1 space. Same thing. And right at the very end. Oops. Okay, so all together up to that point. That's a hammer-on pull-off. It's a bit awkward. So again, watching the camera. Slide. Chords. Then diagonal. Now break that bit down. That's, take a D7 and go 1, 2, 3. Take that off and we're just these 2 fingers. So that's a 4th fret, 5th fret. Slide them up 2 frets. The next one is 2 frets up. This is 10, 9, 8. That's fret 8. That's this one. And that one. So, which makes an F minor. Okay, that's an F minor now. Okay, come on to that. So it's that's the move. So that's a half bar. Or I have been doing, skipping that through chord and just take my hand off and making the chord. Nobody really noticed. I mean, do me a favour, nobody notices. And this is rock and roll, but it is actually that. I mean, Brian Setzer, you got to remember, you're talking elite level guitar player, you know, dedicated and wonderful. I'm sort of dedicated. What's the weightlifting straps doing? Get them out of the picture. Okay, so let's see how far we can get. Don't bother chasing mice around. Now, I'm not going to bother with these chords, but that's an F minor. C minor. Whichever way you do it. Now, the next bit, that's F minor. And this one is, God knows what this is. What's this? That's F minor. G on it, then to a D7, full D7, and then a G7. Okay, now these chords, these just out of interest, fun fact, these two chords, the blues chords, but they're also used in Start by the Jam. So from the top. Hellfire. Next, like I said, I've crammed a load of the song together. The next solo is C minor, G sharp 7, then the Demented. That's your F shape shoved up one. Boom 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 boom. So slide up to a C minor, half bar, and then the diminished chords. Now I like to do that way. A lot of people do it that way, but I'm doing it this way because I find it easier. Which is basically a D7 shape with the first finger shoved over. So let's break it down. Slide up to a C minor, diminished chord. I'll break the notes out. So that's 11, 10, 11, 10, going upwards. Or 10, 11, 10, 11. 9, 10, 9, 10. Those are the two chords. And loads of vibrato. And the next bit's got two inversions. It's down here, but I find it easier to go and do that because you haven't moved, rather than big jump. Because in classical guitar, you make the economies and you don't make the big jump. So, because if you look at that, I can use that as a pivot. That stays there, and I just rotate round. Right, so. Whoops. And then there's your blues run. Okay. And okay, oh, okay. So this. I don't bother chasing mice around. So from the top, a boom, 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 do 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 do, or whatever it is. It's my turn. I don't bother. Right, let's do that again with the mistakes. so on. And there we are. Now the ending is that's on the bass, or something close to that. So it's quite easy. Double stop. And then it's and a minor with this D note. That's a minor, C minor, so that's C minor with this. Now that makes it a C minor 7th with a D, but if we do the half bar, C, the D. Okay, so it's and if you slide on the last note, your 3rd finger's already in place. Crying out loud. Oh, for goodness sake. To watching screen. Anyway, there you go. Gosh, that went on. That was 22 minutes, but I was told to go into more detail. Thank you to Bridge Burners TV for his mate as well, Mark. Greg and Mark for knocking me around and teaching me the value of going into more detail and doing it right. Been reflecting on all those things we discussed. It's taken me a while to digest everything, and I've got stuff to tell you, but that'll be on the other channel. You guys are great. Big shout out to Whiskey, who is just great because he's into the blues, and that's okay. He's a very good man. Right, well, give it a shot, have a go. It took me a while to get that. I had to go on to, I can't remember the channel, but I'll try and put it in the link in the lower bar if I can be bothered or I can remember. I'll have it in my history somewhere. I think it was Eric, or E-R-I-C-H, and he's oh, Your Guitar Sage, that was it. Your Guitar Sage is a brilliant guitar player. And he does it all right as well. He's got the right amp, the right Gretsch guitar, and he talks about how Setzer does it, and he goes into real detail, so it's very, very good. These people are geniuses, I think. All right, gentlemen, I shall see you later.